right, what's up, everyone? I'm Lonely. It's also okay to call me Brooke because that's my name. And today we're going to be playing Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow, all bosses and MC. But first, I got to know which character we're playing as.
You are playing as Soma.
All right. Okay. Ooh, that's the worst high ever, but whatever. All right. So yeah, this is going to be all bosses and MC. All bosses, pretty self-explanatory. Defeat all the bad guys. All the special music fights. And NMC refers to no memory corruption. It's a very powerful glitch in Soma mode that allows you to do things like open warps you haven't been to yet, get every item in the game, and with me I got Bobbeigh and Jaxler. You already know them. But yeah, I'm Lonely or Brooke. I do a lot of Castlevania runs, but we're ready to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, best of luck. We're going through this pretty much like an introductory segment here. Basically, Soma's getting to be back. Like, we're so freaking back in the sequel to Aria of Sorrow here. So we're getting our first batch of souls. Some are buffs, some are weapons that we can use, some are things that we can use to travel really quickly, to float through the air. We'll be seeing that in a little minute. Let's go through some bit of a basic movement here. Soma is backdash canceling. You've seen it in many Metroidvanias before, but you have to do something a little bit extra. You want to cancel that backdash with a jump and make sure that you're moving forward. It's actually a very precise string of inputs that you kind of have to do over and over toward this introductory segment of the game. Much like Castlevania games, if you are stationary while you do a basic attack, you will stay on the ground. That's why Brooke is throwing the skeleton bones, trying to fell these foes in her way while not skipping a beat. How are you looking at this, Jaxler?
Yeah, well, one thing I've really come to appreciate, and this is something we'll talk about a lot later on, is that in both this category and in Julius, you're just extremely squishy.
Yes.
And because you're intended to like level up and get more stats and more HP, even like early game, like throughout the rest, it's like you really, the margins for error in terms of like taking damage are really, really tight.
Precisely. We're going to be coming up to this first boss, Flying Armor. It's going to be a chain of attack damage and animation canceling, trying to make sure you get your skeletons in there. If he does like float in a specific pattern, you do have the potential to double hit, but that was a flawless flight by Brooke. Excellent. We see this magic seal here. Now keep this magic seal in mind. We're going to be using that for a lot of stuff in this category.
Yeah. So we get Flying Armor as well. That is an ability soul that we can kind of use to slow our fall. Pretty much every boss when you defeat them has some kind of soul they give you. There's a couple of them called Gray Souls that are just kind of meant to be kind of your more standard Castlevania upgrades. We'll get one for like a high jump, double jump type of thing. But we're going to be getting a bunch of them out of order, and once we get our first Gray Soul, it'll kind of lead to a very interesting exploit as well. Yeah, just a little bit more backdash canceling here.
Yeah, backdash canceling, but we're also gaining a lot of money and a lot of resources to use. Yeah. We're going to be actually dumping all of that into our shop when we do visit Hammer coming up after this upgrade session.
Yeah, this is a cute thing I would not normally do. I fused the Cutlass with the... normally you would never fuse weapons in like any Dawn of Sorrow speedrun, but fusing the Cutlass is going to allow me to sell it. Sorry, Yoko. And that will allow me to buy 5 potions, which will put me at 9 potions and 6 mind-ups and an axe.
Nice.
Yeah, Dawn of Sorrow is an incredibly volatile game where, based on any enemy patterns as well as like especially the bosses, it can be a lot to deal with. So for marathon safety, Brooke is getting a bunch of extra potions as well as mind-ups. Those mind-ups are gonna... Oh, here's our first zip of the run. So one of the weapons that we bought in that shop has a special move that we just kind of call the teleports behind you. And so if you do that on like...
Well, this one's the teleports above you.
Yeah, right. Exactly, especially when you're doing the zip. So what we're doing is doing that teleports behind you move and then kind of interrupting it with like the magic seal tutorial, where it's just like, this used to be like a DS like draw the icon thing, which is why they have the tutorials there. So you can interrupt that special attack with that as you go through like things like transitions, for example, and keep an eye on that second screen up there when we go for some of these zips, and it'll kind of give you an idea of just like how much room that, like how much areas we're bypassing with some of these zips. A little bit of a puzzle there as well. That's actually something, the one instance in the game where Brooke will go ahead and use the mouse there. So this is on the Dominus Collection. This was a DS game, meaning they meant to use like the DS touchscreen and a lot of mechanics, like the magic seals, for example. Oh, yep, we got another zip. Don't worry about it, we're fine.
Yep. Things are happening.
Oh, yeah. And so with that puzzle as well, it's just a lot faster to use the mouse. But luckily for a lot of the seals we'll see after each boss, it's like basically like a button prompt. And yeah, no, that's one of the funniest things about the Soma run is just, oops, sorry, we're just gonna zip randomly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we're here.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Grab the Rune Ring. Rune Ring is a really important item for this run because it increases our MP regen rate. And the main source of attacking for this run is going to be an MP usage soul.
Yeah. It's also going to be really helpful for a movement soul that we're getting later. And so, again, there's that like special move that teleports behind you. And because we're doing it, oh, hello, Dario.
And goodbye, Dario.
So this is all bosses. So we're going to go have to fight them later. Something worth noting as well is that early on, we did take like a save that looked like a safety save, but it was actually intentional. One of the strats after we did a zip is to actually make use of the suspend feature to actually kind of get ourselves back into a playable area, and that only activates once you've reached a save point for the first time. So
the last save was a safety save, though.
Yes.
And there will be quite a few throughout this run. Like Jaxler mentioned, very volatile game. Probably one of the most volatile Castlevania categories.
yeah, and it's just, so not only is it a testament to Brooke's skill to be able to like do this run this fast, but to also have both categories prepared for the bid war, which I just can't understate how unbelievably like cracked at this game you have to be.
How unbelievably amazing Brooke is.
Exactly.
I mean, for the past GDQs, yeah, give it up for Brooke. For the past GDQs, she's just been beasting it game after game with modern Metroidvania at record paces.
Okay, so right here we pick up Doppelganger. There is a specific Gray Soul that you are intended to get as the first Gray Soul of the run. However, if you get any other soul besides that, it will give you an additional Gray Soul ability as well. And in this case, it's going to give us kind of that like gravity boot, or no, it's double jump, right?
Yeah, double jump.
Double jump. Which is also going to let us do that dive kick, and it'll give us a little bit more movement utility as well. So again, by getting Doppelganger, we also just get another Metroidvania upgrade because they never expected us to teleport behind you into a staircase and then zip.
Yeah, there's a few like theories as to why it happens, but no one knows for sure. Maybe someday if we get a decomp or something, we can find out.
Yeah.
But yeah, the double jump allows for a lot of cool movement like this room. You also see me opening warps. Because this is all bosses, I will have to come back to some areas later, including Garden and Dark Chapel. So I'm opening the warps.
Yeah, and then maybe while Brooks, so maybe actually to describe what that Gray Soul was, Doppelganger, so we mentioned earlier that you can equip a bunch of souls, and Doppelganger allows you to have like a second set that you can quick swap. And then we also just right there did a wrong side switch activation. We're gonna do that a couple of times over the course of the run. The idea behind the attack basically is teleports behind you and then return to your original position. But you can still activate switches while you're doing the special attack.
All right, coming up, I am going to do the most important sequence break, Early Mines. This will, if you know this game, you know the progression. Basically, you're not supposed to be here right now. That just skipped the whole game.
Pretty much, yeah. So we are going into late game, yeah.
You're supposed to get a bunch of souls and fight a boss, which we will be fighting because it's all bosses. Yeah, we just said no and did it out of order.
Yeah, so we're going to be moving and grooving here. So, Brooke, do you think that would be probably
now would be a great time for donations.
Yeah, probably 2-3.
Fantastic. Pidge01 sent in $25 and says,
Let's go,
sending this
Pidge.
from a few hours back in time for Lonely because I have to get up early tomorrow. Sad face. Just want to say how awesome it is to see you at GDQ yet again. You've always been such a talented runner, and I hope you're having the best time at the event. Wish I could have been there. You're a great friend, and you're always making me proud. Good luck on the rest of the run.
Thank you, Pidge.
Do we have time for one more?
Yeah, one more.
Satan herself sent in $10 and says, Lonely, my favorite VTuber turned real life friend. It's been wonderful finally getting to know you in person, and I know you're going to crush this run. You've been an amazing person to go through the awesome torment nexus that has been this event with. Lots of love from your back couch. Smiley face. P.S. This donation went to Soma.
All right, this is Death. Really hard boss fight, but we're going to say see you later.
Hi, Death. Bye, Death.
And go into the final area of the game, the Abyss.
The Abyss.
Yeah. I cannot emphasize enough how dangerous some of these next couple of rooms are going to be. We're going to get this safety save here because of it. Enemy, again, we're extremely underleveled right now, so these like flame pillars and all these enemies are super high damage levels. A big reason, again, why we got a lot of those potions is so that we can kind of damage tank and use our iframes in order to get through and actually kind of survive this hell of our own making. This is like one of the trickiest rooms in the game.
That was really good.
That was extremely well done.
Good job. Good
that
job.
room can go so wrong because the Rippers love to jump around.
It's really interesting too, because like a lot of the tech in this game, like and glitches, are like really cool and tough. But sometimes like just like the gameplay, like and just doing the things, but extremely dangerously, is like the hardest part of runs like this.
Yeah, something I want to emphasize is the glitches in this run are actually not too bad. It's oops, I need to equip these and that, and then another seal zip here to skip this room.
Yeah.
This room is nasty because there's a heart monster who just flies around very randomly. So it's a good thing we get to skip it.
Yeah, something worth noting as well, we picked up another Gray Soul there. That is essentially like the high jump that you would get, or like the gravity boots, I think they're called, from like Symphony of the Night.
Yeah.
Similar type of concept. We can also use those to activate zips instead of the teleports behind you. And then there was something I was gonna say and I just completely beefed it. Yeah, this room's also really like scary too. I don't know. This entire area just terrifies me to watch.
This is like akin to like going to Ganon's castle at the beginning of like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Like you have nothing.
All right, this final guard is my best friend. He has 4 attacks, and this is he has 5 attacks, and this is that was the one attack I can't pass him on.
Yeah, so we're gonna be looking for a damage boost to get through. Oh my god.
I might have to refresh the room if he walks back again. Okay, here we go. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah,
Big toss.
Yep. So damage boosting is relative to the direction that you were facing. So if you turn around there, knocks you through the enemy, so you don't have to engage with it. You should be good. Oh
No,
my good
hold on.
grief.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hectic room.
All right, we should be mostly in the clear.
Oh,
good
and
time.
now we can get to the worst part.
yeah, it gets harder, by the way.
Yay, the worst part.
It's worth noting as well, along the way, we also grabbed something called an Elfin Soul.
Elfin robe.
Now it's time for farming time. So
Yeah.
we're trying to farm for a offensive spell that is going to be our main damage dealer
Yeah.
that scales with the intelligence stat. And unfortunately, it is a very low drop rate. I think it's like 2%, I believe.
2.34%.
Yeah, so this can be... So imagine doing all of that, and now you got to try to farm for this really low drop rate soul. And this is like a mission critical type
All right,
of
you
thing
know
to
what always
farm
comes
for.
after the $10 though?
Exactly.
Hold.
Never lucky.
It always comes after the $100 though.
Okay.
Thank you for the $100 donation.
And all right, you can read some donos while I farm this.
Thank you.
Well, that's good because I have some donos. Van sent in $10 and says, Hi, Brooke. Very happy to see you get your chance on the big stage. I know how much you've been grinding this game, and it's very cool to see it pay off. Best of luck.
Thank you. All right, so I'm going to be farming this until about 15 minutes. So if I don't get...
Oh, hey, there we go.
Got it!
All right, this is the Malakota soul, and this thing is extremely broken. So you farm for this soul, and then we immediately do another zip. This is gonna teleports behind you through a whole bunch more of this. Again, the less of this area we have to experience, the better, because of how dangerous it is. And now we're gonna take that save, and now we have the Malakota
Oh,
soul.
the
That's
save's
awesome.
a relief. Yeah. Oh, that was a really good Malakota farm, by the way.
Yeah, very, very good. And now we got a boss here.
This is the hardest boss on the run.
Yeah, so this Malakota soul, I like to call this the Charizard neutral air, where the hitbox of it is kind of like this tail thing. Thank you for laughing at that. I was really proud of that when I came up with it in the practice room. Where the hitbox of it starts really far behind you. So what Lonely needs to do in order to maximize damage is actually like turn away from the boss so that the starting part of the hitbox.
What is this pattern? This is evil.
And something we picked up as well, those mind pickups as well to refill our mana here. Every time we use this red soul, it will cost some of that green bar as well. So we have to manage that as well.
Yeah, pretty much everything significant to the run, whether it be zipping, whether it be using that for a boss technique. It's using a lot of your mana, and this turns it into a very resource.
Hold, hold. No,
yes!
no, I
no. What?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna reload a save here, and the reason why is if you fail the sigil, it gives the boss like a big HP heal, and we just do not have the mana resources to be able to contend with this guy. So we're gonna give that another shot.
It's okay because this time he's gonna give me a good pattern. Yeah.
That's a lot better. Yeah, and it's worth noting as well that ring we picked up with the passive mana.
I am dead. That's how quick you die in this fight.
Yep. Again, we are like at the end of the game. So
like second, third, final boss. Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's not even necessarily Lonely's fault because again, like the patterns can be really random.
Yeah, this C attack is very brutal. The U, this attack is less bad because I have Hippogriff. Oh my gosh.
It's worth noting as well, the Hippogriff Soul is kind of meant to be like the last like pretty major Gray Soul that you get in the game. So once we get past this point, using that Gray Soul is going to allow us to do some really like just fun movement stuff. We're just going to be quiet just for a second here while
let me lock in. Whoa. Hold. All right.
Yes! Yeah! Let's go!
But you thought it was, you thought it was over?
Yeah, so nice you had to do it twice.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh my goodness.
You thought it was over,
and then we get
though?
a red soul that doesn't really help us.
Yeah, it's not as good as Malkoda, so I will never use it.
Oh my goodness. So coming up here, we're at you get
first
my
try!
God!
Yeah.
So that's another farm that we have to do, and we got the soul first try. So
all right, do you believe in miracles? This is a 1% drop. No. Okay.
Never lucky. So if we get that like saves minutes, but it's like so rare that we don't bother. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a dash soul. So I believe in Aria of Sorrow, you actually just kind of get this as a standalone soul. But in this game, it's a drop. And look at the movement you can do with this thing.
Oh yeah.
You can like jump as you do it, and there's all sorts of kind of ways to like redirect it part of the way through. But that doesn't necessarily. So it has a hitbox as well. So it can damage enemies and allow you to get through them a bit easier. But you have to be careful because enemies can still kind of trade with it and knock you out of it. So you gotta, it's
all
very
right, we're out of hell.
Yeah, we are out of hell, y'all.
We're out of hell!
First try Black Panther Soul is diabolical.
It's better odds than Malakoda. It's a 1 in 8, but that's still not fantastic odds. Especially that you have to get a 2% and then do the hardest fight in the run.
And then a 12.5.
Get it. It's a major pain to grind this category. But we're going to say hi, Dario, again.
Hello,
Dario. Yeah, this time we have...
So Dario's like this guy who's like, hey, I want to be like the reincarnation of Dracula. But he has like no riz, so we just like destroy him immediately. Yeah, see? Easy money. Goodbye, Dario.
I also did not mean to go here. Sorry.
You didn't mean to go to Dario? Or?
Yeah. I meant to go to Balor.
Oh, okay. Right.
That's fine. We're just... Oops. Okay, hold on.
So Balor is supposed to be the first Gray Soul that you get, if I remember correctly. So we'll get it from him, but it'll just kind of be sitting there because, again, this is an all bosses run.
Yeah, we're supposed to go down here and grab this. Oops. Small oopsie, but that'll save time later because I won't have to fight Dario.
Aw, I like Dario.
Well, we'll be seeing him one more time.
Oh, perfect.
But we're going to fight his evil... his persona, even. Whoa, that's like another game I run.
I just cannot get over how you just choose to run like the hardest games like ever.
Here's a cool zip.
Oh yeah, this is just watch.
Zips in this game are incredibly fast.
Yeah, there's another one we'll see later where it's like chaining a double zip, and I just can't wait for y'all to see that one too. But I believe we're just kind of doing some movement here for a little bit.
Yeah, you got a donut or two. Now would be a good time.
Fantastic. Alonzi sent in $100 and says, Dawn of Sorrow is my favorite of the GBA and DS Castlevanias. Here's a donation to see Soma Cruz on GDQ. Well, we aim to please here at GDQ.
Yeah.
Right on the screen right now. I would love to know, actually, what your favorite Castlevania is.
Yeah,
chat.
yeah. I don't know if you're lying. I'm a Castlevania expert. If you say Kid Dracula, I know you're lying.
Or, anything in particular you'd like to tell us about Castlevania. Do you have some spicy hot takes?
Yeah, I'd love to hear that as well.
Brooke, my favorite Castlevania is Legends for the original Game Boy. What do you think about that?
You're just wrong.
That's just
But that's Sonia Belmont.
Yeah, but that's rage bait. That's like
All right. Next bit.
My favorite is whichever one Brooke happens to be playing on a given day.
Oh, thank you. So I did another wrong side door open there to get into Subterranean Hell. I need to pick up a few things to sell, so I picked up that Aquarius, which is an equip. I'm going to pick up the Eversing here, which is a much better defense boost, but I want the int boost from Elven Robe so bad that I'm going to continue to use Elven Robe. And coming up here is going to be the time stop room that you normally need Zephyr Soul to go through. Well, we can do a little zippy poo and zip into the Silenced Ruins.
Nicely done. Awesome. So something I want to mention as well, this dash soul that we're using is also slowly drains your mana as you use it. But that ring that we got that gives us the passive MP restoration kind of basically cancels that out. So that's what's really allowing Brooke to be able to just dash at free will. Yeah, we got getting a couple more warp points here along the way, and just God, I just love the way you can kind of redirect a lot of these dash moves.
It's very fluid and free, especially when it comes to the modern Metroidvanias.
Yeah.
That's honestly almost like the charm to solving the combat and taking all of these great risks, especially in the late game when you're only level 10, level 19, especially when you're doing a speed run. So
I guess worth noting is because I got such good farm RNG, I am actually going to be a little under-leveled for some of these bosses.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting.
Because that's one of the weird trade-offs, right?
Yeah.
You farm less, you have less
Julius is sad he didn't lose the bid, or didn't win the bid war.
no.
Sorry, bro.
Maybe next time. Yeah.
Sorry, Bobby.
I know. I'm just here, y'all.
You're more than just here. Well, I mean, I'm also just here too.
All right.
I don't really know how this works.
Yeah. I still don't know why you're here, but
You asked us to be here.
Anyway, Bat Company.
Bat
You can one cycle him, but it requires both good RNG and tight execution. Nice.
Oh!
Hold. Nice.
The
That's
Charizard.
right. Me when I gotta lock in.
Just see, our shoulders are both too broad to be able to do this bit.
It really
with the
is.
size of this couch.
This couch is going down.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, while we were talking, I went to hammering, bought enough mind-ups and high mind-ups for the rest of the run.
Yeah, those are gonna be super.
Now I go to Garden and fight. I would fight Dario, but I'm gonna be able to skip him. Would you believe me if I said we're not done with farming RNG? This category is extremely brutal to run. There's one more drop I need. It is the Succubus. And my options for getting into the Paranoia fight are I can farm Succubus into a glitch to get in, or I can farm Axe Armor, I can farm Ukobak, and I can farm Killer Clown.
That's how casually that's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it.
Succubus is not only way faster, but way more fun.
Yeah, we get to do some fun stuff with Succubus this one. But first I have to do the vertical chain zip. All right, that was a little late, but it might still work. That's one zip, and that's two zips. You can see on the bottom screen, I jumped all the way up there.
Nice.
Very nice.
That's really tricky. I know Brooke keeps making all these zips look like super easy. Nope. Brooke is a beast.
All right, so this
That's
is
not Yoko.
Yeah, that's not Yoko. So we're hoping for Succubus, and this is where my luck's probably gonna come back and haunt me. Say 3%, I get to kill 9 at once, so that's like 30%-ish per room. I'm also gonna save because I haven't saved in a
Yeah,
while.
and it's not the end of the world if we don't get this soul super quick, because again, we are a little under-leveled because of the first try Black Panther.
Actually, it may be a little appreciated, yeah. If you probably have time to read 1 or 2 donations.
Sure thing. I have a donation for $100 here from Manzone Bromide, who says, paging Dr. Acula. Dr. Acula to the surgery theater. Also, shout outs once again to the shrimp with its concussive plasma cannon. Shout outs to shrimp. We have time for one more?
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me do the succubus.
We got the succubus glitch now. So we talked earlier about the teleports behind you attack. It turns out if you use the succubus soul, you can actually interrupt that special and remain where you teleported behind you to.
And I'm sorry to any little guy fans, but we are skipping the little guy in this run because he does not qualify as a boss. He didn't meet the requirements. But this is Paranoia. I'm hoping for a 1 cycle. Need to lock in for this. Bad RNG.
Aw.
Yeah, he can do 1, 2, or 3 dives. Ooh, I need to get out of there. What is this RNG? That's like the key word of this run. So he can do 1, 2, or 3 dives. And if he does 1 dive, it's basically impossible to get the 1 cycle. But hopefully we can get him in 2 here. There we go. Hold. Nice.
Money!
And I do need this guy's soul to fight a later boss. It's actually the next boss I'm gonna fight. Succubus, Paranoia, Bad Company. And Paranoia soul allows us to enter the mirror world like I did there. I grabbed a mana prism there. Hopefully I'm not gonna need it, but can't hurt.
All right, this part's really cool.
Yeah, go on top of the ceiling.
Yeah. So you basically zip up through the door and you don't have to do the double succubus clip.
Yeah. While I make my way to the next boss, we can probably read 1 donation.
Well, I just want to remind everybody that we still have that incentive open for the DLC showcase for Sonic Racing Crossworld. Y'all have been doing amazing. We are more than halfway there. We are looking for just a little over $7,000 to unlock that. So please do keep your donations coming in for the Prevent Cancer Foundation and click on that Sonic Racing Crossworld's DLC showcase incentive.
So there's one thing I want to note here as well with the way that we're using this pool noodle soul. Brooke is specifically doing like short little hops as well, which is actually, the hitbox comes out, but then we kind of land cancel it so we can go into another jump and kind of repeat the cycle.
Full movement alert. 2 or 3 isn't bad. That's what they say.
People have been saying this.
Yeah, people. Shout out to Yashi. People have been saying that. That's Yashi in general, one of my best friends. Let's go, Yashichi. Can we get a round of applause for Yashichi? Here's a cool zip. Whoop. All the way up to the throne room. And then a chain zip into Dario. We're going to say hi, Dario, one more time.
Hello, Dario.
But we're actually not going to be fighting him. We're going to be fighting the mirror demon that's controlling him. Just, normal things.
Normal Dario things.
Yeah.
Now, whether you fight with Soma or Julius, this boss is incredibly tough.
Yeah, one of the hardest bosses. One of the most MP-reliant bosses.
Yeah. His attacks are incredibly huge, and much like any boss that you don't want to touch, this guy. He can very much burn you for 1/3 of your HP. He can wombo you if you get hit with the fire on the ground. It can go south pretty quickly.
Okay. More mind up here.
Huh?
Hopefully I can kill him off this. Remember, after I kill him, I have to draw the seal. All right, we're good.
Got it.
Really
Great
good fight.
job. Holy crap. Like, yeah, that fight is just brutal, and no matter how you have to take it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And he gives us a soul that isn't as good as Malakota. So,
Goodbye, Dario.
Yeah, that's the last we're going to see of him.
07.
Yeah. Sorry to any Dario fans.
Rough day for the Dario community.
All 3 of them. So the teleport back there is enough to clip you through the stairs. Pretty cool thing to skip the return.
Oh, and I love that room too. Oh my goodness.
I also did something called a space jump. Basically, in this game, to do a little small hop after your high jump, you can do a high jump and then cancel it with a jump to get a small hop. But it's a very tight frame window. Really cool optimization.
And here we have Spike Room.
Yeah, reverse Spike Room. All right, got through it in 2 hits, which is what I want.
It's pretty much optimal, yeah. God, that movement just looks so good.
just very fluid one after another. There goes Dio.
Dio, Vega, something like that.
Dio Vega.
So you're going to see this one move from the boss where you just like the Dio pose, pretty much. And that acts like Marth's down B counter.
And I'm going to try and zip out of this room. It's very tough. I didn't get it. That's fine. It literally skips the door opening. That's all it does. So, not a huge deal. Something else you might notice is I pause when I grab orbs. This is because when you grab an orb in this game, there's a really long lag. Basically like a screen freeze. But pausing cancels it. And it's actually slightly faster to pause. Just like it's slightly faster to turn around Malakota, those guys.
I can't state enough just how hard those inputs are to like do the dash, do like the back dash to turn around, get the Malaconda, soul to proc, and then also say hi to Dimitri.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Dimitri.
Dimitri steals your soul, so it's pretty cool that he can use Malakota, considering you're never supposed to fight him while you have this. But yeah,
I never realized that.
Yeah.
Huh. Go figure.
We're just taking care of some early game bosses.
More like an earlier game boss in Symphony of the Night. That's the Kaurasumi.
Yeah. You can probably read one donation while I go to the next boss.
Sure thing. I wanted to remind everybody watching at home, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you already have a free subscription you can use to support the channel. Just use !sub in the chat to use your Prime sub.
You can do a donation.
All right,
That's my repentance for killing them. Sorry,
I have a $5 donation here from Maximus. It says, "You're doing awesome, Brooke. Huge shout-outs from the towels on the back couch. Favorite Castlevania? Definitely Aria of Sorrow."
Based.
I've heard it's okay.
Sources say.
Yeah, not like I've run it on this stage 2 times or anything. All right, this is a boss. This is the boss that swims in water where you float on top. And
Well, it's good you have the pool noodle attack.
Yeah, I know.
This occasion.
Little swim party.
The Charizard neutral area.
Oh, wow. So he did spit out the ice platforms, but he did it pretty early. I want him to spit out the ice platform so I can succubus glitch out of this boss room. Ooh, spit out ice platforms again. That's really good. Hold. Nice.
Hold for just a sec. See if we can get succubus glitch.
Yeah, I need to get the succubus glitch out. Nice.
Oh! And it's worth noting as well, and this was an important...
Oh, zip here?
Oh, yep.
All the way.
It's worth noting as well, and this applies to the farms as well, if you do something like that and the soul is on screen as you leave the screen, it's gone forever.
Yeah. And in this instance, because you can't kill the boss again, you actually are soft locked out of getting the soul. Thankfully, we don't need Rahab for anything.
Yeah. We were talking about this in the practice room because I ran a game earlier this week called Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, and there was also a boss in that game called Rahab who gives you the ability to swim.
Yeah.
So, and then now we got the Kezu.
Yeah, the Kezu from Monster Hunter?
Yeah. The creature that lives in my nightmares.
Any Jupiter Climb fans? Do we got any Jupiter Climb fans in the crowd? Yeah. A really talented Castlevania runner. He has this guy as his PogChamp emote. That's Jupiter Climb.
Was not expecting the Monster Hunter reference, but I see it. Yeah,
you see it, right?
Wow. That was...
Go, hold.
Nice.
There we go.
Really clean fight. And one thing to note as well, this like gravity jump thing that we have is meant to, again, be like the last major ability you get from a Gray Soul. So the game doesn't really expect us to leave this way. So the doors are even just still open.
Yeah.
Because you're expected to just fall all the way down. I don't know why, but...
So we only have 2 bosses left, Death and the final boss. So, yeah, this flew by really fast. Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks to everyone who showed up. I know it's getting pretty late, but it means the world to me that anyone showed up at this hour to watch me play Dawn of Sorrow.
Yeah, y'all are absolutely awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I don't know how you could see Lonely RTA, Dawn of Sorrow on the schedule and not show up. Because, frankly, like, this is just mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Oh, and this goofball is just also a
so the
nightmare.
thing about Death is that he's incredibly tanky. So like in casual playthroughs, he'll probably like wear you through your resources like pretty quickly. We have some decent enough damage here. The first phase is like pretty simple enough. You don't really want to get hit with him like as far as, body, blocking him goes. But the second phase is where things really get to a head. You'll get multiple teleports, which will, again, like have the potential for Brook to miss. He does a lot of damage with that teleport attack too.
He can also just teleport on you.
He can also just teleport on you. Yeah. Death is just super not nice in this variant. Wasting a lot of time just by teleporting, wasting time just by being there. In Julius mode, he can waste time just by floating around.
Yeah. I always say the most dangerous thing this boss can do is nothing. Because when he's just floating around, he's the most dangerous.
The no mix-up.
And then Jaxler and I said,
hold.
Nice.
The no mix-up.
I tried to do a cute zip out of this room, but I failed it. No big deal. The door opens right away.
I love how you're like, I just defeated one of the hardest bosses in the game and be like, oh, my bad. I didn't hit like the really difficult zip immediately after the, hey, everyone hold so I can hit the quick time event.
All right, now it's just time for the final boss. But if you're familiar with this game, you would know that the final boss is a menace. Literally.
Well, literally.
Yeah.
That's what it says on the can.
Oh, yeah.
People have been saying this.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Great song. Final boss of the Castlevania timeline, Menace. Let's get some hype in the crowd. So for this first phase, there is a magic spot I can stand on where none of the attacks will hit me. I might be on it right now. I think I'm a little too far to the right. But if he just keeps doing this, it won't matter. I'm also I'm level 29, which is actually probably the lowest level you can be when fighting this boss in this category.
Now we go into phase 2.
At least I don't believe I've ever been level 28.
Again, all of this positioning with this pool noodle attack is really, really tight. So we gotta hit him in the head a couple of times, and also I think in the shins at some point as well.
And his mouth opens and closes, so you have to hit him.
You gotta time your attacks, basically.
Yeah, you can't just spam it on the head.
Which is tough too, because if you want to like get the attack out as quickly as possible, you want to turn around. But
also, Stephen King's The Langoliers are in this game.
You gotta love it.
Spacing them out might not be like the worst thing after all, because like, you still have that sort of like gradual MP restoration over time, which kind of helps with that. A little bit of a counterbalance. So as you can say, like a back against the enemy.
Can we squeeze a donation in here?
Absolutely.
One quick one.
All right, $5 from Kay, my favorite Castlevania runner and my lovely friend. Sorry I haven't played a Castlevania yet. I just really love Alucard and vampires, okay? Good luck tonight, Brooke. They're 2 kisses.
Aww.
Thank you, Kay. So yeah, time will be after I kill him. There's a fade out, and it's always much longer than you think. Time.
Wow.
Look at that. Way underestimate catching us back on up. I love that.
You're welcome, Stuff.
My God. What a run, bro.
Yeah,
you
that
are
was really
so
good.
sick.
And no rewinds.
No rewinds.
No
That's the
rewinds.
other big thing.
Yeah.
Not having to load that save for the farm, too, for the Malakota.
Ooh, this is a valid run.
This is a valid run.
No load saves and no rewinds. That's sick. So I want to do a quick shout-outs, as is typical GDQ fare. If you like what you saw today from me, follow me on Blue Sky at LonelyRTA, or follow me on Twitch at LonelyRTA. going to be streaming a lot of Persona 4 Golden when I get back because I'm running it for Questing for Glory, which is an online RPG marathon. Check that out.
Speaking of hard speed games, good God.
Shoutouts to everyone who came out tonight, as well as my friends watching online, and my friends who I talk to in Discord every day who keep me sane. Trans rights. And Ace Pride.
Yeah, Ace Gang, where you at?
Yeah, we don't say it enough on this stage. And related somewhat, I want to shout out the Fatales. I rejoined this year, or 2025, within the last year. And they've been incredibly supportive and sweet, and you're awesome. Speaking of Fatales, you should watch their upcoming Frost Fatales event. I'll be doing Four Swords Adventures. Let's get some music going.
Speaking of hard speed games, again.
Yeah. And there's also going to be a run of Castlevania Order of Ecclesia by a really talented up-and-coming Castlevania runner named Sphere Kurban. They're going to be running a cool new category called New Game Plus Restricted. You really want to see that. It's something really cool we've picked up. Shoutouts to the Castlevania community. Sphere Kurban, Jupiter Climb, what's his name? Algorithm. All incredible runners, glitch hunters, routers. They've made these games so much faster and more difficult, but faster. And something we alluded to during the run is, I know Castlevania games do have a reputation for being difficult, but the Dominus Collection with its rewind features and all makes it much more accessible than it was in the past. If you have any interest in Castlevania, feel free to go to any of the Discord pages and, I'm talking too fast. And click on the Discord link. We'd love to help new runners. And yeah, if you guys have any shoutouts you want to give.
Want to go first?
I love it. We both looked at each other.
Yeah.
All I just wanted to say is thank you, Brooke, for having me on here. You know, I know how important this run and all of the other Castlevania runs and other games that you do, and how seriously and committed you are to this. So thank you for trusting me with this. You know, it means a lot to me, and to be your friend as well.
Thank you.
Can we get a shout out for friendship here? On
Yeah, let's go,
stage?
friendship.
Making my shout outs and stuff. Anyways, before I do my shout outs, Brooke, when has this category been shown at a GDQ?
Yeah, so this was in GDQ online. I believe it was SGQ 2021 by Diagon, and I think he got a 39.54. So that just shows how much the new route saves. This run, which had a big death in it. Okay, sure thing.
For my shout-outs, thank you very much to the entire Castlevania community. Through my 10 years of speedrunning, I have played a lot of Castlevania games, from classic to modern to Metroidvania. Everybody, as the aforementioned said here, had been super incredibly supportive, welcoming, and very helpful. And we would like you to join our community soon. Pick up any game, join the Discord, and please, please keep in touch.
All right, this year, it's actually going to be at SGQ, but I'm not going to be there, so we're doing it now. It will be 10 years of Castlevania runs at GDQ for me, which is huge. Doing these runs has helped me figure out who I am and what I want to do with my life, so that's huge. And finally, all I have to say is treasure and support the people you want to see fly and succeed, and I'm dead serious, and be nice July. Thank you, GDQ.
Yeah, let's go be nice July.